How did Incans use math in the Quipu system? Imagine trying to keep track of a vast empire without writing a single number down. Instead, the Incas used a clever system of knots and cords called a Quipu to do just that. This device was more than just a bunch of strings. It was a way to store and process complex information. The Quipu worked on a base 10 system, similar to the numbers we use today. The main cord was like a backbone, with many hanging strings attached. Each of these strings had knots tied at different points, and the position of each knot told a different part of the number. Knots near the bottom represented units, while knots higher up stood for tens or hundreds. The types of knots also mattered. Long knots with multiple turns stood for numbers from 2 to 9, and a special figure-8 knot meant the number 1. When there were no knots in a certain position, it meant 0. This way, the Incas could record all sorts of data, like how many people lived in a town, how much food was harvested, or how many soldiers were in the army. The people who read and made these quipus were called Quipu Kamayaks. They were highly trained and knew how to add, subtract, multiply, and divide just by looking at the knots. They even used different colors and lengths of cords to organize different types of information. For example, red cords might show the number of warriors, while yellow cords could represent gold. This system was so effective that it allowed the Incas to manage a large empire without a written language. It shows that math can take many forms, even knots and cords instead of paper and pencil. The Quipu was a smart way to keep track of everything important in the empire, proving that ancient civilizations had their own unique ways of solving complex problems.